What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Nova Drift.
Nova Drift!
Before we begin, I'd like to thank Sir Platinum Slurk, Luan Sean, Meister Gherkin Salad, Zinthus, Ultraviolet Viper, Buzzkill, Connor McLean, Hyper Exalted God King Supreme, Mega Ultra Dave, Marco Dendecker, and Lyricscroll5232 for being members of our Patreon. If you'd like to be a member of our Patreon, go to patreon.com/obviously link in the description.
Yeah!
And today, I continue my goal to antimatter around all of the weapons. And I'm going to do a weapon that I normally don't care for very much, but I'm going to do it my way, using a hull that I think I'm the only one in the world that really enjoys, to the point that I know for a fact that it's being changed with the next eventual update.
All right, then.
Which is the Viper body. And I'm going to do it with Torrent, which is my least favorite weapon, typically. Oh, what shield do I... Oh, yeah, I'm not taking any shield. Just get out of here. So I'm going to take the Viper body, and the reason why I'm going to do this is when you take hull damage, we're going to spit fire, and then Torrent will be doing a lot of self-damage once I have the antimatter rounds. We'll get to see the antimatter round Torrent. We'll be spitting a lot of fire with the Viper. It's just a match made in heaven. It's a good time all around.
Sure.
Give me the regen so I can get rid of my shield as soon as possible. Get rid of my shield as soon as possible. Beautiful. So now, whenever I take hull damage, I will spit fire at the enemy. And then I will be doing damage to myself in the near future. Give me some velocity so I can reach things a little bit better. Torrent's reach is not famously good.
That's true.
So, yeah, I'm going to want all the stuff to do antimatter rounds. I'm going to want... yeah, snipe is nice because it just allows me to reach out and touch people a little bit better.
Yeah.
We need magnitude to get to payload to get to antimatter. Just debating if I want to do that before the snipe. I'll do it before the snipe because I can't be too far away from things with this build because the how I'm going to be spitting fire at people. There's a range restriction on that. Bonk. But as you can see, he hits me. He sets himself on fire. It's lovely. Do I want any of this at all? I mean, blink is always a thing that I like, so I'll just get my safety. Then boop. Just boop them. Let's see. Obviously, we're going to want hull strength at some point, because, you know,
Yeah.
don't have a shield. I don't think we need any of this. I think we roll here. Candescence, we're going to be doing a lot of fire damage, but hull strength is also here, and I think since we gave up our shield early, I think making sure that we don't die is a good strategy. Living gets you higher scores in Nova Drift. That is a top tip. Your second tip is killing enemies also gives you high scores in Nova Drift.
Those are very important things to do.
All right, we're gonna get blast radius because that is a essential part of this build.
Yeah.
It's like skirmish isn't bad because I'll probably be bumping into things at some point, but Blitz and Terminate are like whatever for this build. I mean, Terminate's always good, but it's not necessary. And I got rerolls. Let's dig. Ooh, do I start the Candescence or do I grab the Absorption because Absorption's good and leads me to Force Armor, which is also quite good.
Absorption is very good for safety.
All right, I'll do it. Jimmy's not up to play yet. James is usually at the start of these runs, and then Jimmy comes later.
It depends on the build.
Let's see.
Look, and after yesterday, I think a little bit of extra safety is warranted.
You talked about yesterday was as safe could be.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't get any safer.
Sure.
Maximum safety. OSHA approved. Alright. That's a prerequisite to a thing, but I'm gonna keep holding out on the Candescence, but because I don't need it really until I get Antimatter rounds, but at the same time, the second I'm like, I'm ready for it, I have everything I need, let's go, that's when the game is just gonna be like, you'll never see it again. And that's just how that works. Okay. Bonk, bonk. I don't think I want to singular strike.
No.
Because it would make my big wiggly worm large, but it would lower my rate of fire, which would lower my fiery breath. Bravado will make my fiery breath fierier, though, so I'm not gonna 100% veto singular strike, but I certainly don't want it until I have other things ready to go. Concentrated blast is a mandatory requirement. And with that, we have all the prerequisites ready to go. I could roll for it, or I could just take Rupture, and Rupture's always pretty good. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. And get you, get you. I mean, more rate of fire is more angry. Ow. Comments, you're supposed to work for me. How could you? Oh. I was gonna say it's a no Ultra Creature weekend, but we did find one.
We did.
All right.
Do you want antimatter rounds? It's a little spicy.
So now,
Yeah, you're fine.
yeah, because I got the regen of not having a shield. Just look at, it's just eating up those grenades. It looks amazing. It just ate those grenades like just candy.
Yeah.
It does a lot of extra damage because of how antimatter works. It's just a higher DPS increase. Just look at that. Just cut right through like butter. It's like butter.
That's pretty good.
Oh, geez. There's a vulnerability. We've detected it. So we're just going to get inside here. Oh, these bullets are coming after me. I'm going to turn around to hit them. We are losing more health than we are gaining by firing continuously, so I do have to be a little careful. But all it takes is me just letting off the trigger for a second.
Few seconds.
Then we get back. So this isn't going to be a fire forever situation. At least not yet.
Oh boy.
I think one hypermetabolism might push
do it.
And then also getting adaptive
things like
armor
adaptive armor and core shielding.
So I think the between the two, this is also a good build candidate for Solar Heart as far as doing damage with the Torrent and the burn and all of that stuff. It's very, very strong, but it's also a lot spicier. If I ever did take a Solar Heart, it's going to be later, and it's going to be just the one. Oh yeah, we're with just that one where we are at equilibrium.
Right.
Oh, just below equilibrium. It's not quite there yet, but we're also going to be getting purification here, I think. Oh, do we get purification? Because we're going to lose a lot of weapon damage. We're doing a lot of weapon damage. So you know what? I think we get the Candescence, Maybe we get the purge to get the explodey fire stuff. But let's try to keep our weapon damage high, so we won't get corrosion purification. Corrosion on a weapon like this, though, isn't bad because we're applying a lot of corrosion stacks. But so it comes down to, do you want to do weapon damage with the Torrent, or do you want to do burn damage?
Right. And I think you want the weapon damage, right? Because that's part of what the antimatter rounds is doing.
Yeah, but the antimatter rounds is also just like setting off my fire and also blocking bullets. And we can use it just for that if we wanted to go into the full burn route. And I think it's been a little while since we've done corrosion.
That is true.
We can go full corrosion. And then that means that it would be less good to take a solar heart because we would be less focused on the weapon damage and more focused on the burn damage, which the solar heart does do burn damage, but we're not double dipping if we were doing both. Or like if we were doing both. There's many ways of taking this. But since we're the Viper Body, and the Viper Body's got like that extra ignite duration, and it's all about setting things on fire, let's lean into it. Let's set things on fire.
Okay.
The antimatter rounds is mostly for blocking bullets and setting off our fire hose. But you could easily do this either direction. But getting purification is going to make this build so much safer. And that corrosion is going to be pretty significant. And I still think I get the purge to go for deflag. But adaptive armor is here, and I think I want to get that going first. Do we Dying Star this build? I don't think we do. I think I have enough self-damage on my plate that I'm not convinced I want to do Dying Star situations. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Just eats it. That's pretty good.
Do we get closer to channeling, or do we get the force armor, which is very strong? I think we get the force armor. I think it's too good.
Yeah.
Oh, just eating bullets for breakfast. That's really good. Okay. Give me the blink. I've already been missing my blink. I've already acted in situations as if I had blink, but I don't, and that's dangerous for me. When I think I have blink and I don't, I put myself into trouble. Okay. So it's only wave 55, but I'm gonna hit you with this early. How far does this go? I know that you're not the biggest fan of non-shield builds. You're not the biggest fan of this particular hull because I'm maybe the only one in the world that enjoys it.
Look, it's doing its job.
You know what? Let's get that snipe now. Oh. Yeah, now we can really reach out and touch somebody with these.
It's your own personal Jesus.
Yeah. Talks like a gentleman.
Missed. I don't actually know the lyrics to that song very well.
Look, it was in Rock Band. That's the main reason why I know it. It plays on the radio every once in a while, but it was in Rock Band.
Yeah. You got a shield now.
You got the shield.
Last stand.
Yeah, I mean, we could just take last stand. That'd be easy.
Yeah. It's good later, and it's good now because magnetism.
You do like the magnetosen.
It just gets you so much XP that you would have otherwise lost.
Burn, burn, burn. It burned.
No, this isn't a ring of fire.
No, it was a wave of fire.
Yeah, I don't know any songs about waves of fire.
That bullet technically wasn't a bullet, so it got through my defenses, and I was disappointed.
You have no defenses. You only have offenses.
Regen is like a defense. Rebuke is not good for this because I fire way too often.
You fire way too often.
Incendiary Strike is an inconsequential amount of damage, extra fire damage with this build because it doesn't stack.
I think Drone Specialist.
I could. Or, counter argument. Reroll. Hey, Blink. Hey, Blinkin'.
Hey, Blinkin'. We've never made that joke
Nope,
before.
not a single time.
Nope.
Look, we're all about saving the planet. We recycle here.
Yeah, sure.
I think
Mines or allies.
Nah.
Imagine antimatter allies just going nuts.
I'm going construct free. Range, free range, roam free. I don't know
What?
where I don't know where I was going with, with anything that I was saying.
You've lost the plot.
I don't think there was a plot. I think this was like 50 Shades of Grey. There's no plot. It's just bad substance.
I'm like, where is he gonna go with this? I'm a little nervous.
No one watched that for the plot.
That is true.
I never watched it at all. Defiance is pretty good here, actually.
I don't recommend it. There are better sources if you're interested in that lifestyle. There's better porn if you're looking for that. Don't ask me. We're not sharing. That's not what we do here. Just know that 50 Shades did not do good for the community.
Just facing down all of those bullets. Just not a care in the world.
Yeah. You could get a challenger.
I could, but I don't mind a second Defiance here.
I need you to still at some point set yourself up with the 7 challengers. You set that up long time ago as like that is your ultimate goal.
But why though? I don't wanna. It's scary.
It's very scary, but it'll be great if it works.
Purification.
Oh, friendo specialist.
Now our burns are gonna burn even burnier. We definitely need to get a deflag on the table. It's gonna be muy caliente. Poor favor.
Oh.
Stop it with those bullets. Get out of here.
No me gusta. ¿Por qué?
No hable español.
Oh!
Do I go for the volley just for the further spread? I kind of like what I have going on here, so I don't want to mess with it.
I think don't mess with it.
It's also why I'm not getting burst fire, because that's going to mess with everything.
I mean, since you have purification, but fire is not a bad thing to just have.
It's not a bad thing to just have. I wanted to get the purge so I can get my deflag going.
Keep re-rolling. You got 3 more.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I only have 3 more, so getting the Scorching Wake I think is correct, so I will.
The other nice thing with Scorching Wake is there's no downside to Scorching Wake. Like a lot of other wild mods, you got to make some sort of trade. Scorching Wake is just you just breathe fire from your tailpipe.
The downside is if you don't make use out of it, you spent a mod doing nothing.
Well, yeah, but you will make use out of it. There's Purge.
Alright, so then that leads us to the deflag situation. And just get to cooking. Bonk. Okay. Oh, and there that goes.
Wave 80.
All right.
Get the boot noodle.
We're gonna test our metal here. Okay. It's a little too much. When all 3 are going, it's a little bit too much. I think I can take 1, maybe even 2. But 3 streams of bullets is a little too much.
Speaking of streams, do you guys know we also have a Twitch channel?
We sure do.
We stream every weekday.
And until the end of the month, it's like
September.
Yeah, September's is cheaper.
Yeah, subs are what, half price?
25%.
Subs and gift subs, 25% off.
Yeah,
subs and gift subs.
And now it's at the end of the month. Gift subs are also discounted. That didn't happen until a little bit later in the month, but it's happening.
It is now.
Certainly as of this second. But the month
Unless
is
you're
almost
watching
up.
this video like in the past.
Yeah.
If you're watching this video live, then
well, not live because this ain't live. It's pre-recorded.
Actually,
not even in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah, but even then, this is Sunday's video, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that ended yesterday.
Oh, well, then never mind.
October 1st.
Never mind. Welcome to the new month. Pay your rent. Your rent's due.
Whoops. Oh man, it's weird with this like time travel stuff because like, as far as everybody else watching this video, it's October 1st, which is its own special day for reasons.
Oh man, we are cooking this bug.
Cooking the bug.
Cooking the bug.
Cooking the bug.
Okay. Adrenal module is not awful for a build like this.
That's true. No, except you're. Oh yeah, well now that you have hypermetabolism.
Yeah, so I'll always have a little bit there, and then if things get spicy, I get more.
You'll have more.
And theoretically, that incentivizes me to pick up like maybe 1 more hypermetabolism.
I just.
But either way, it's some free damage.
Even if September's over, we still have a Twitch channel.
Yeah. And just because they're not discounted anymore doesn't mean you don't have to sub.
That's true.
You got a free sub with Twitch Prime. You got some Bezo bucks lying around, not doing anything with them.
It's like if you have Amazon Prime, you have 1 free Twitch sub per month.
Don't let Bezo try to keep his bucks. Spend them. Make him pay for it.
Man, charge. Like if you're paying for it anyway, you might as well use it.
It's true. All right. Give me the D. Oh, okay, fine. I'll take channeling. I'm just like, give me the deflag. Give me deflag. It's like I'm playing Capture the Flag in Halo 2 all over again. Give me the flag.
Yeah.
Recently on the Discord, someone had posted a tool for making like top lists, and they had one for games, and he put his top 25 games. So then I was just like, that would be fun. I make my top 25 games. I put it on there, and the initial one I had games of the same franchise.
So you switched
and
it
then,
to
so I made another one where it's 1 per franchise, and Halo 2 made the cut.
Oh, yeah?
A last minute entry. Just because of
I hear
all
it's a good game.
It's a good game. It's mostly because of the fond memories I have of playing it back when it was shiny and new. I almost put Halo 1 on there. Halo 2 is the better game, but Halo 1 I played at my college a lot over the college LAN, and that was a hoot.
Yeah.
But Halo 2, strictly speaking, is just a better game. So I put that on there. Let's see. I was only able to put 1 Persona, so I put 4. I was able to put 1 Final Fantasy, so I put 6. But I feel like that changes based on the day. Sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 9.
Yeah, understandable.
I had to put 1 front mission. I ended up putting 3 over 4, but that one was particularly painful. Because I love both those games. I'm very much looking forward to the 3 remake coming out in the next couple of months. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be streaming that, so if you want to see me play that, catch my streams when that comes out, and or go to the VOD channel once it's done.
Choices.
I think I'll just, the idea with Scorching Wake is one Scorching Wake is disappointing. More Scorching Wakes is less disappointing.
It's true.
You know what? I wanted to see. I didn't think I could stop it, but I wanted to see.
Yeah, I think it's just too fast and too strong.
Yeah, it's too fast and too furious, as it turns out.
It's, the whole franchise was about that guy's bullet.
Someone said that that bullet is ludicrous.
The rapper?
He's in Fast and Furious, that's the joke.
Oh, is he? Oh. I've never seen a Fast and Furious.
So to answer your question, yes, the rapper.
All right.
It's weird when it comes to the things that we say and do, because I genuinely wasn't quite sure if it was a bit or not. Because
Yes.
anything can be a bit. But yeah. Because of that guy was the cause of my second ever internet username. My yes. I was ludicrously.
Oh.
But I spelled it like that, ludicrous. But not even exactly like that, ludicrous. But pretty much like that, ludicrous.
Okay.
My first one was really insightful. I don't know if you'll be able to catch the subtle nuances of it. I made it while I was 12, and I lived in Connecticut, and it was LW12CT.
Oh. That's I get it.
It was a pretty strong name, but I moved on.
I'm a man. Man, choosing a list of 25 favorite games.
It's not easy.
That's not easy, especially if you're doing one per franchise.
Yeah, I know. I toiled. And I made mine relatively quickly. I feel like if I really sat on it for like a week, I can make a list that's a bit cleaner.
Yeah, but at the same time, off the cuff means that they're the games you immediately think of.
It's true. In fact, I can tell that you're thinking about doing it right now, making one. Go into our Discord and find the one that I posted most recently, because I can't do it all off the top of my head. I can only do the highlights. You can tell people what.
There we go.
What's on my list?
There's your most recent version.
Yeah, the whole 25. Because I got some oddballs on there.
Let's see. At a quick glance on here, I mean, yeah, this looks like you. I think there's like one game on here that doesn't necessarily surprise me, but I guess I wasn't fully aware of, but I'm not surprised. But the rest of this list, yeah, this is Lee's list. If you showed me this list and said who's this list belong to, I mean, this is Lee all day.
I mean, I guess I wear my heart on my sleeve. I wear my game preferences there too.
I mean, if you look at this like it's a bingo card, right? your free space is Ghost Trick, and I feel like that's accurate.
Well, up and down.
Played it on the Twitch channel, so you can go to the VOD channel and you can watch him play through Ghost Trick.
We even played it on the YouTube channel way back in the day, before it was remade. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's on both of our channels.
I turned and shot the comet thinking I can destroy it. That's not a bullet.
No, it's not a bullet.
That's a little different. But I'm in the mindset of just trying to destroy bullets with bullets.
Antimatter is boost.
It was a boost. It is a boost. It's still a boost.
Yeah.
I said was because I was looking at my blue flames, like, oh, the boost is over. But no, I'm still glowing.
Let's see. Looking at the rest of these, you got Persona 4, makes sense.
Yeah, I chose that over 5.
That over 5. For me, it would probably be the other way, but both very good games.
They're both incredibly close. I think the gameplay of 5 is better, but I like the characters and the story of 4 better.
And that's very fair. The 5 hits me in a different way, so it's just that. Just 100% agree with 5, hands down.
That's true.
That will be on my list when I make it. Let's see. Second one on your list, World of Warcraft. I understand that. You put in multiple thousands of hours into that game.
Many.
And that's not an exaggeration. Multiple thousands.
Over a year of played time. That's not I played it for a year. I played it for a year of in-game time over the course of several years.
Yeah.
So it's a
several years.
Significant portion of my life.
Yeah. Front Mission 3. Pick 3 over the other ones?
I did. That one, it was a tough decision, but I think 3 just edges out 4.
Okay. And I know 3 and 4. I don't know any of the other Front Missions personally.
Because 3 and 4 are the good ones that made it to the States. I mean, Front Mission 1 is fine. It's just a very different beast. It's not as much my cup of tea. Front Mission 5 is very cool. It never officially came to America. I got an unofficial English patch for it eons ago, but it wasn't a good patch, and it would constantly crash, and it eventually became unplayable, so we were never able to finish it. But for what we were able to play of Front Mission 5, I enjoyed it. Yeah,
it's a good one. Let's see. We have you and Scott did Front Mission 3 on the Twitch channel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when
I did.
When the remake comes out, we're going to do it again.
Oh, perfect.
Because
you and I did 4 on the channel way back when.
Because the cool thing about 3 is that it's essentially 2 games.
Yes, there's 2 different stories. You can go with the cool kids or you can go with the nerds.
And we did 1 on stream, and when the remake comes out, we're going to do the other one.
Perfect. Let's see.
Also,
Shadow of the Colossus on your list.
I was just going to say, in case anyone's wondering, I'm stockpiling to go for Ataraxia because I don't think there's too much other stuff that I need. Actually, no, there is something else I need. I need core shielding.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of important.
I don't have that many rerolls, though. You know what? I'm going to take that second hypermetabolism, and then I'm going to get core shielding.
There you go. Now you can start saving up.
Okay. Beautiful.
Let's see. Next on your list, you got Shadow of the Colossus. Fantastic game.
Yep.
I still haven't played much of the rest of them in that universe. I played Shadow, and then I played Last Guardian.
Sure.
And loved Last Guardian too. I know that a lot of people were just like, the beast is hard to control. It's like, well, yeah, it's basically a giant cat. You can't. It's not. Yeah, it can be a little tricky to control him sometimes, but he's a cat. That's what do you expect? And that was both of those games very good, but Shadow of the Colossus really was just such a cool game, especially for the time.
Also, by weird coincidence, and I assure you, totally a coincidence, many of the games on this list have appeared on the main channel.
I was just gonna say.
Admittedly, a fair bit ago, before we found our YouTube niche and before people actually watched us with any regularity.
I would love if people watched some of these types of things so that we could do more of this stuff. Oh, I love that spawner.
That would be
right.
Like sweet.
We haven't put Persona 4 on the channel. We did do like 2 episodes of Persona 5 when the channel started.
And the reason why we didn't do more of it then was because that was back when Atlas is just like, you can't record Persona games or we'll sue you into oblivion. And I just went, well, I don't have money, so I guess I don't do that.
They were basically like, after a certain date, you have to stop. I mean, I understand the game's got very big spoilery content. They don't want to ruin that stuff, but at the same time,
but it turns out every other video game has managed to navigate it just fine, because if you don't want to be spoiled for certain games,
just don't
watch playthroughs of that game.
Yep.
It's not that difficult.
Yeah. But anyway, we have a little bit of Persona 5 from literally the early days of the channel, the earliest days of the channel.
One of the first things we uploaded.
Yeah, it's true. Like that and the Zelda randomizer. Like,
And Front Mission 4, which was the
And
front
Front
mission
Mission
that
4.
didn't make this particular list.
that's true. Let's see. I think you may have like a World of Warcraft video on the VOD channel.
Yes. Maybe even 2. But
Maybe
not,
even 2.
But not much. They weren't very popular.
Yeah, we've also got a couple on both the VOD channel and the main channel for like Heroes of the Storm and Hearthstone, which are Warcraft adjacent
Yep.
things.
Not on my list, but
No.
games I have enjoyed.
Oh yeah, just basically I'm looking at these games here, seeing what we have put on the channel somewhere. Let's see. Front Mission 3 we talked about. Shadow of the Colossus we talked about. We played the entirety of the remake on the main channel. That was a lot of fun. You launched a horse into space.
Oh, one of my greatest video game achievements.
I didn't even know that was possible, but I know. Let's see. Final Fantasy VI is on your list. You say 6 over the other Final Fantasies?
Honestly, it depends on the day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 9. Sometimes it's 7. I never respected 7 as much as the other two until like the remake came out, and then I appreciated it
better
more.
appreciation for the original.
Mainly because of almost entirely due to characters and setting. I really like the world. I really like the characters. The gameplay is fun, even if there's a bit of jank to it. The game is held together with shoestrings, and they're not even new shoestrings. And it's a lot of people's favorite Final Fantasies, but it's also because it's a lot of people's first Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I played Final Fantasy before that, so it doesn't have that effect for me.
It is technically, I've told this story many times, but it is technically my first Final Fantasy, but I didn't get very far, so I put it away and switched to Tactics. And then Final Fantasy VIII. So those two have a bigger place in my heart than 7 does.
Oh boy. This is not what I wanted for a wave.
Don't talk to me or my brother ever again. What the heck?
Yeah, they're just while I have this other guy going on here.
Yeah, I don't think... Have we ever seen just 2 bulwarks at the same time? That's a...
Okay, I had to be aggressive to take him out. He
didn't die.
Yeah, but that bro comet.
Yeah.
Coming in off the top rope.
Yeah, seriously. Whew. Alright, that was rough. But yes, Final Fantasy VI, probably easily okay to say that one's the best. It's got just this great variety of fantastic characters. The gameplay was the last solid, 2D Final Fantasy.
It's a
great
pretty good game.
Great soundtrack.
Final Fantasy across the board typically has good soundtracks.
It's true. I've always
even
said
for the games I don't like.
Correct.
Typically they have good music.
I have always said that despite the fact that I just hate Final Fantasy 13 for so many reasons, I think that it has a killer soundtrack. It's some of the songs in Final Fantasy 13 are some of the best in the entire series. I just don't like any of the story or the characters or the gameplay. So...
Well, the problem with a lot of contemporary Square Enix, I'll say a lot because it's not necessarily true across the board, but a lot of Square Enix is they've chosen style over substance because they found that they're very good at style.
They are very good at style.
But they're doing it now at the cost of substance. I will say it's not true across the board. The Final Fantasy remakes I enjoyed immensely. I'm very much looking forward to Rebirth. I think this game has the potential to be fantastic. And admittedly, it's a bit of a different beast.
I will still say that as much as I also greatly enjoyed the 7 remake, I hate that it's called the 7 remake because it's not a remake.
Look, because they can't just tell you that it's not a remake because that literally spoils everything.
No, I know.
And I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for you now, but the game's been out for like 7 years now.
No.
It came out 2016.
No, you can shut your face. Don't give me that crap. Time don't pass that fast, man. Come on.
James, you gotta learn.
That's
know. That's just how it is for us.
I mean, I've been in the South for almost 2 at this point. Like, time just keeps slipping. Oh boy, wee woo.
And we'll keep making that joke too.
Yeah, exactly.
like I said, we're ethical and we recycle.
That's it. All right, so yeah, Final Fantasy VI, very, very good. Very, very easy to say top Final Fantasy. I think for me it's either 9 or Tactics, but 6 is like 9, 6, and Tactics are all fractions of points away from each other as the top 3.
I really like Tactics, but it's not on the same pedestal in my echelon as it is for you and Scott's. I think it is very good, but if someone was just like, what do you want to play this afternoon, this or this? And they gave me a choice of, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy IX, or Tactics, then I'd probably pick 6 and or 9 before Tactics. Not all the time. There's going to be days where I'm going to be like, I'll pick Tactics. But, you got to do it out of, the course of, 100 times. How many times do you pick one or the other?
Yeah, and that's fair. And specifically when it comes to Tactics, the original Tactics, amazing. War of the Lions, just the most solid remake. That's a true good remake.
But less convenient to play.
And far less convenient. If they could clean up the weird slowdown effect and then just start porting it to better places, it would be the best thing. Give me that on Steam, guys. I don't understand. But they were just like, no, it's PSP specifically, and we're never porting it anywhere.
Look, I thought that they had that locked down for something like Golden too, but that eventually got out of its prison cell. So you never know.
So there's always hope. All right, let's see. Going down the list, I've only gotten through 20% of your list here. You've got GoldenEye on here, which
that was one of the late editions of when I had to take off multiple
from other franchises.
From other franchises, that was a late edition. But
it's one of those things
I
where
had so much fun as a kid playing that multiplayer. Is it functionally a good game as far as today's standards go? No.
Oh no.
But
they put that on the Switch. Yeah. Like free-to-play stuff if you got the Nintendo Online, and I tried to pick it up and I was like, ooh, this did not age well.
Well, it's because they were pioneering how those games operate, essentially.
Oh, absolutely.
For
so it's
controllers.
like, I'm not mad at it, I just I don't want to play it now.
And that's understandable. But as far as just having a good time with your friends on a Saturday afternoon, oh man, it didn't get much better than that.
Absolutely. See, I already see 3 other games on this list that fit that exact mentality.
And that was a mentality that I used.
Yeah, I can dig it.
And it's it's my list, so it's I don't have to go by anybody else's standards but mine.
Yeah, I had the most fun with this game because I got to play this a lot with my friends. That's a fantastic metric to measure by. I don't care if the game is good. I don't care if the game is weird. If you had a ton of fun with it with your friends, great. It's the same thing we've talked about, bad movies before. If I had a blast with bad movies, it's not wrong to say it's a fun movie. So on that list you've got Smash Ultimate on here.
Yeah.
Absolutely understand. Any of the Smashes.
Yeah, a lot of people would pick Melee, and I had a lot of fun with all of them, including Melee. But Ultimate, it's got all of the characters. Everybody's here.
Everybody's here. I would say that by the metric of played a lot with friends, it honestly would either be Ultimate or the original for me.
Yeah. Definitely true. Weirdly enough, I think the one that I've played the most, maybe other than Ultimate, was Brawl. Brawl, I think, was my, where I played it the most. I played all of them a significant amount, but I just remember playing Brawl a ton.
We played a lot of Brawl, and I think part of that was because they also put Brawl on the DS.
No, that was there was one that Smash for Wii U and Smash for 3DS.
Oh, was that not Brawl?
No, that was not Brawl.
Oh, dang. Well, all right then. Well, I played a lot of that one too. Also because the special mode on the run, what do they call it? Smash Run.
Dang. I can take one and still hope. Dang.
I just gotta wait for more rerolls, or just start taking things and not care.
Ah, I'm abandoning ship.
Oh man, ally specialist.
Actually, targeting is actually not bad here.
Yeah, it's true.
It might actually be bad now that I've taken it. It's gonna produce more damage, but it's going to fan out less, which means that it's going to block less bullets potentially.
See.
So it's a give and take.
Ally specialist again.
Hidden power.
No. Well.
No.
No. 'Cause you can't
I'll get civilization to give people hope, and then I get agility to keep giving them hope.
Yes, you could.
Just to.
I mean, agility's not bad.
Actually, I'd rather have skirmish.
Let's see. Boost. So on your list in that same vein as the 007, you've got Diddy Kong Racing.
Still, for my money, the best kart racing game ever to exist.
It's pretty good. I'm still a Mario Kart stan. I've been playing Mario Kart since Mario Kart began.
Mario Kart is excellent, and I've been playing Mario Kart for longer than I've been playing Diddy Kart because I started with the first Mario Kart on Super Nintendo.
Me too.
Excellent game. Had a lot of fun with that. But Diddy Kart, it's got it all.
Diddy Kong Racing was very good. Crash Team Racing, very good. It's pretty good. Good stuff. Let's see. You've also got what's the other one you had on here? Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh, of course.
I have to imagine just sitting down playing with people.
I didn't get to play that with as many people as I would like because not many people wanted to play me in it, and it was sad.
So the problem is that I know that I enjoy Marvel vs. Capcom, but Marvel vs. Capcom is one of those games where if you are good at it, it's like being a blue player in Magic. If you're really good at Marvel vs. Capcom, you hit your opponent and then your opponent stops playing for a while.
Yeah, that's Marvel, baby.
That's Marvel, baby. And it's like, that's fun for the offense. If you're on the receiving end of that too much, it stops being fun.
Yeah, no. It all depends on mindset, because I understand that, like, intellectually, but that's not how my brain works at all. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen, back in Street Fighter 4 days, I was never that good at Street Fighter 4, but I wanted to get better, so I played our friend Zeus, who was the big Street Fighter 4 guy. And he would get tired of me, because I would always be like, Uno mas, one more, baby, let's go. You beat me that time, but you ain't gonna beat me this time. I'm gonna keep coming at you. I'm gonna figure it out. And eventually he's just like, I have stuff to do. I gotta go. And I'm just like, nah. This ain't over till I say it's over.
Yeah, I can dig that mentality. It's just sometimes it just gets particularly frustrating.
I am stubborn.
I can be stubborn in certain games, but there has to be a level of what was that?
Yeah, some kind of homing shot came for me, and I took it out.
Like there has to feel like there's a progression, right? If I get into that, one more mentality, I can do better, and then I start feeling like I'm doing worse, it's just demoralizing.
Oh.
And I don't want to do it no more.
Well, then you got to figure out what happened and then fix it.
Well, yeah, but sometimes the brain don't work like that.
Yeah, I know, but my brain has never worked like the other way, so it's we're just on two separate sides of the mental spectrum.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And I acknowledge that I am on the far less common side when it comes to that kind of thing. I've always acknowledged that usually I'm the weird one.
Let's see what else you got in here. Fallout New Vegas is on here, which that does not surprise me in the least.
Excellent game.
You are a Fallout fan, and you've raved before that New Vegas is the best one.
It is the best one. Excellent game. Lovely game.
Personally, I don't have a ton of Fallout experience. I played a little bit of 4, and that's it.
You can tell from a lot of the games on this list that I highly value a good narrative.
Yes, very much so.
There's a lot of narratively driven games on there.
Let's see, you got Halo 2, which...
It's a boost.
It is a boost, which I assume you played more Halo 2 for the multiplayer.
Yeah, well, like I had said earlier, like I got a lot of enjoyment of Halo 1 through 3, and even a little bit 4, if I'm being honest. Halo 1 is a little special to me because I played in college, but
Yep.
But Halo 2 is just a better game, so I chose Halo 2 to put on the list.
Fair. You've got Undertale on here, which, I mean, I'm certainly not going to complain about. I think it's a fantastic game.
Excellent narratively driven game.
Yes, it is. I'm still looking forward to more Deltarune stuff. It's shaping up to be some wild stuff.
Oh, I just took a defensive corner for all those bullets. I just
it worked.
got in the corner and put up the wall of bullets and just hope for the best.
So you've got Metroid Fusion on here, which, again, does not surprise me. You enjoy many of the Metroids, and I know you have raved on multiple occasions about no game in existence has given you the existential dread that Fusion did.
Yes. Fusion makes you feel things.
Let's see. We don't have that one on the channel, but we do have Super Metroid and Metroid Dread on the channel.
And Super Metroid Link to the Past randomizer. Can't forget
That's
that
true.
one.
I forgot that we did that separate from just straight Metroid.
Yep.
But that's true.
Because that one we were playing to our strength, and I was doing the Super Metroid, and you were doing Link to the Past. But in the Super Metroid by itself run, you were doing a lot of the Super Metroid. I don't remember if it was all of it or just some of it, but at that point you had never played Super Metroid.
I never played, so you had made me do. I remember. I cannot wall jump in that game.
You would wall jump and doesn't get along.
No, I could bomb jump for days.
You can bomb jump much better than I can, but I can wall jump much better than you can.
Forget a toddler could wall jump better than I can. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong.
But bomb jumping is the harder skill, so
I don't know, man.
Take what you can get, I guess.
I guess. Let's see. We do have an Undertale run on the channel as well.
Yep.
Pacifist only because that game affected me in ways, and I cannot play the genocide route. I think I want to play the. I want to do some of the hard fights from the other path, but I want nothing to do. Oh, hi, 254 Glaucus.
Yeah, just showing up, doing his thing.
But I'm like, nah. This is.
I'm not challenging right now. Thank you very much.
You do have 4 rerolls.
More defiance.
I was gonna say that might be a good winnow.
Oh boy. Hello.
Yeah, don't live there. Okay, let's see what else we got in here.
Oh yeah, you do fire things. I should leave. Oh boy!
Yeah. Well, last stand.
I didn't expect it to hurt that bad.
Yeah, it hurt pretty bad.
It did hurt pretty bad.
Well, let's see. Well, I guess I gotta go through this list faster here. You got Dragon Force, which I'm not super personally familiar with, but
it is my favorite Sega Saturn game ever.
And that we don't have that on the channel, but I have a feeling based on Lee and my reactions to a recent Nintendo Direct, that we might have some Unicorn General or whatever it was called on here, which
it gave me Dragon Force vibes, but I don't actually think it's anything like Dragon Force. I think it's just aesthetically similar in some ways.
Okay. Let's see. You've got Wind Waker on here as your Zelda of choice.
Okay, it's fine. Let's go through the rest of the list real quick.
Okay. Yeah, Zelda Wind Waker, understand. Ghost Trick I mentioned. Ace Attorney.
The original trilogy. I actually considered putting a different Phoenix Wright on there.
Really?
but it's for incredibly personal reasons that I won't get into here. But one of the Apollo Justice games, one of the newer ones, I considered putting on instead. But
the original
overall, the original trilogy, I think, is great for that.
Yeah, you got Pokemon X on here, which solid.
Got him. I knew if we waited long enough.
Perfect. Baldur's Gate, we just got finished with that on the VOD channel.
It's already on my list.
I understand.
I adore that game.
You got Oblivion on here as far as the Elder Scrolls games are concerned.
My favorite Elder Scrolls game.
Very, very good. Mario 3.
It's my favorite Mario game.
Specifically. But I think for
3 and World are always very close in my heart.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say, it's really between those two, I think. You've got Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which...
It's a bit of a wild card, but I had a ton of fun playing that game. It was just a time of my life where that was the sauce, and I played that game a lot.
You and I played a decent amount of Black Ops 3 together from before the channel days.
Yes.
So I can imagine you having a ton of fun with 2. Let's see. So you got Super Punch Out on here, which, I mean, if you know Lee, he's been Punch Out since the day Punch Out came out.
Yeah, that was my first speedrunning game. I had some very respectable times in that way back in the day before they were properly recorded on the internet.
Yep. Let's see. Space Quest 1, 2, 3 on here, which that's on the VOD channel because I had never played those.
Yep, I made sure that happened.
And then We Love Katamari because, I mean, come on.
Yeah. Another late addition after getting rid of some duplicate series but
understandable. We have one of the Katamaris on the channel. Was it that one?
I think it was that one actually. I think it was definitely We Love Katamari. It's the better of the original Katamari games.
Yeah. So of all the games that are on Lee's list, again, he's got this on the Discord. We have a Discord link in the doobly-doo. We don't have a Persona 4. We don't have Fallout. We don't have Halo. We don't have Fusion specifically, but we do have multiple Metroids.
We don't have Diddy Kong Racing, that's for sure.
We don't have Diddy Kong Racing. I don't think we have any racing.
No.
Huh.
Not
we should fix that. We don't have any Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, too long.
we don't have any Punch Out, too short.
We do have a Super Punch Out on the main channel.
Do we?
We do.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You got to go in the Wayback Machine for that one.
Apparently. Don't have any Dragon Force.
Yeah, because that game costs $400.
Yeah. We don't have Wind Waker, but we do have Zelda, so... And then again, we don't have Black Ops 3, but I feel like we might have done like one...
We did, I think, exactly one once, maybe.
That had like 4 views.
Probably.
Like we don't have any Pokemon X, but we had...
No,
we had Showdown.
We did Pokemon Snap. We did a Showdown once, I think. We've done a little bit of Pokemon, but not that one in particular.
Yeah. I think we had like an Ace Attorney video at some point too.
We did an Ace Attorney video. No one watched it, so I didn't continue.
yeah. So most of your list on the channel or the VOD channel or both.
Yeah.
Like, I guess we're just gonna have to finish that off at some point.
So in the comments, if you're still watching at the end of the video, what's your top 25? What are your top 25 games? I want to know. Hit me up with them.
I'll have to make my list myself and plop it in the Discord and whatnot. And
we'll compare and contrast.
Yeah.
But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the little bit of the ramble at the end.
Yeah, podcast.
Antimatter round Torrent works pretty good with Viper. It was starting to fall off at the end there, as you can see. Like the damage wasn't as high as it needed to be to really continue. But it's still a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, got the job done.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.